Greetings, traders. Last week was a quiet one. Despite two major data releases, CPI and PPI, neither moved the needle significantly. Markets drifted into mild pullback mode, but nothing structural was broken. On the geopolitical front, U.S.-China trade negotiations are ongoing. So far, the impact has been minimal, a slight pullback and a bias towards sideways price action rather than any decisive directional move. This week's calendar is thin. No major tier. One catalyst on the schedule with two exceptions worth watching. Wednesday. Consumer confidence data and the FOMC minutes for May. The minutes could offer clues on the Fed's rate path and shift sentiment if tone is more hawkish or dovish than expected. Wednesday after market. NVIDIA earnings, the one wild card this week. Nasdaq opened last week on the softer side, but managed to print a fresh all-time high of 29,782 on Wednesday before fading to close and surrendering gains for the back half of the week. Momentum is now fading. Minimum expectation is a retest of 28,552. More likely scenario. Sideways consolidation for the remainder of the week as the market digests a recent run-up and waits for NVIDIA's earnings catalyst. Key level to watch, 28,552 support. S&P 500 is tracking closely with Nasdaq in terms of structure. Price at a high of 7,540 before pulling back to 7,384 at the time of this recording. Next meaningful support sits at 7,300. Watch for a potential bounce from that level should price continue to bleed lower this week. Key level to watch, 7,300 support. DXY had a strong week. Dollar bulls were firmly in control. Given the momentum, a retest of 99.75 is well within reach. Monitor that level closely as a stronger dollar tends to create headwinds for risk assets and commodities. Key level to watch, 99.75 resistance target. Bitcoin continues to chop within a well-defined range. Price is oscillating between $83,000 and $75,000 with no clear directional conviction. Bias leans toward a retest of $75,000, and if that level fails to hold, $73,500 becomes the next downside target. Key levels to watch, $75,000 support, $83,000 resistance. Below $75,000, eyes on $73,500. Thanks for watching. See you next week.